Volume 2, Hadith 321, narrated Abu Huraira. The Prophet offered one of the evening prayers. It would be nice to be able to look up what's being translated, because some of the rest will not make sense with this. The sub-narrator Muhammad said, I think that it was most probably the Asr, late afternoon prayer, and he finished it after offering Rakatain, 2 bows only. Now, if it was one of the night prayers, it would have been evening, which is usually 3, or dusk, which is usually 4. He then stood near a piece of wood in front of the mosque and put his hand over it. Abu Bakr and Umar were amongst those who were present, but they dared not talk to him about that because of excessive respect for him. And those who were in a hurry went out. They said, has the prayer been reduced? A man who was called Dhul Yadain by the Prophet said to the Prophet, has the prayer been reduced, or have you forgotten? He said, neither have I forgotten, nor has the prayer been reduced. He said, certainly you have forgotten. So the Prophet offered Rakatain and performed Taslim, the peaceful greetings, and then said Takbir, Allahu Akbar, and performed a prostration of Sahu, forgetfulness, like his ordinary prostration or a bit longer, and then raised his head and said Takbir, and then put his head down and performed a prostration like his ordinary prostration or a bit longer, and then raised his head and said Takbir. Now, one thing that is apparent, there's only a few narrators out of many narrators that narrate certain things regarding the Prophet, like forgetfulness and other stuff even more blameworthy than that, causing people to say that Abu Huraira and others, if their name's on it, it takes from the strength of the narration. So therefore, it's not a sound narration if that name even shows up. I'm just saying that because that's the opinion, and that's the reason for the opinion. It's not that, they're just rejecting it because of, the family line or some silly thing like that people claim when they try to do, the Shia and the Sunni and the different groups. It's about, they're arguing over, they're not arguing over one side thought that it should go through the family line and the other didn't, and that sort of stuff.